Hey everyone, Skull902 here for the end game of Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. We are about to go to hell, everybody. This is, in fact, Scrap Brain Zone. Jesus Christ. We're actually going to be playing two zones in this part because the final zone, as it's called, is very fucking, small, and it just doesn't warrant its own part. So Scrap Brain Zone is like, like I said, it's hell. It's filled with so many fucking traps. It really wants you dead. And that wasn't the stage wanting me dead. That was just me playing terribly. But if you play like I'm doing right now, this is actually a pretty decent shortcut. Around here, though. I haven't been able to make, like, full use of it. It takes some pretty good platforming to do. But, here you got 10 rings and a shield, and you really want to keep your rings up in this part. Because, I mean, Scrap Brain is gonna pull out all the stops. It's gonna want you dead. So... I mean, just try to play your best here, and hopefully you make it out alive, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Roll through this part, because it'll take you exactly where you need to go. Alright, and so, we do this, we do that, and lovely. I'm making it through here okay, but I really want to get the timing on this part right, because, there we go. Okay, just one more time. And I'm sorry for being kind of, like, weird with this. I'm not really giving any insightful commentary right now. I gotta focus. There we go. Thank God. If I play my cards right here, I could probably make it with a decent ring bonus. That's something, that I guess I'll mention is, I really like, raising my score in Sonic 1. Like, I just, have this obsession with, improving on my score, and all that. And this is the only Sonic game that I really do that with. Holy God, that was close, with the fire. What's going on here? It seems as if my keyboard had locked out. Though nobody's gonna believe me on that. Take this top route in Act 2 because it's much easier. It's much less of a headache to deal with, in my honest opinion. What was I saying? Oh yeah, points in Sonic the Hedgehog. It doesn't really matter. But for some reason in Sonic 1 I just like seeing my score go up. And I'm not exactly sure why. In fact, I had been so obsessed with getting really good scores and stuff that I did like a very good run of Sonic 1 on the 360, which, yeah, it gives you save states, but it gives you save states. You don't have like the shit that typical emulators do, where, it's not a part of the game. It's a part of the game. They give you save states. Oh man, I made it through here with a shield. That's great. They give you save states in the 360 version, which I think makes it legit. You may have differing opinions on that, but stuff. Let's agree to disagree. But anyway, I was so, like, obsessed with getting a great score on that I played through pretty, well, correcting any mistakes I had with the save states, and I actually ended up, and I don't know if I've been beat since, I probably have, but I ended up, when I looked at the leaderboards, that I was actually number 316 in the world, at the 360 version, which I thought was awesome. and I'm doing a particularly great run of Scrap Brain Act 1 right now. I think this is the best I've ever done. And, you know, it's smooth sailing from here. So, or, this is Act 2. Oh, well. Fuck everything I just said. But this is one of the best runs I've ever done of Scrap Brain Act 2. And, wow, we're already done with Act 2. This is amazing. Like I mentioned, you aren't able to get Chaos Emeralds in this zone. I'm not exactly sure why, but whatever. You won't be able to get the point markers in Act 2 either, so there's that. Hey, Eggman, how's it going? Oh, what's that? What's this? Oh, crap! And Scrap Brain Act 3, Jesus Christ. It's Labyrinth Act 4, undeniably. And, you know, if you're playing this game, please take this shortcut that I'm taking right now, because it is a long zone. It is terribly long. It's disgustingly hard. I wouldn't say disgustingly, but it's not pretty. Scrap Brain Act 3 is just not... Oh, well, died again. Sorry about that, everyone. It's a very long zone, or act, I should say. It's just not worth the trouble. Like Labyrinth Zone, there's water and all that because, you know, it's basically the same thing. There's air bubbles too, but the thing about the air bubbles in this, and I don't know how many people know this actually, the thing about the air bubbles in Scrap Brain Act 3 is that they come up slower than they do in Labyrinth Zone, which sucks. So, you know, you gotta just... This is the way that myself and a lot of other Sonic 1 players go through it, and it really is the best because you avoid the water quite a bit, and, you know, you just have less of a chance of dying, which, you know, which is bad. Dying is not good. I don't think I should be saying this, that should be common logic, but, yeah. Oh man, I'm in trouble. No rings. Which is pretty bad for this, actually. Oh my god! So close. Okay, so we are at the final zone. This is the last boss of the game, and I can't believe we're here already. This has been a lot quicker than it typically has been. The strategy that I use for this last boss is to just stay in this corner, and you should be alright. You can be a little reckless and kind of go between the pipes, but I don't, like, you run a big risk of dying if you do so, and, you know, I don't believe in taking risks like that. So I just sort of stay safe in the corner and take my punishment like a man. Just kidding. This is the slower way, but it's the safer way. And there's a lot of bosses in Classic Sonic, actually, that have that sort of thing going on, where there's a quick way to do it, but there's also a slow way to do it that's a lot safer and, you know, gives you less of a chance of dying. But, yeah, standard boss here. Robotnik just shows up in one of these 4 columns, and you gotta bop the one that he's in. He doesn't require any more hits than the typical boss, which is 8. And, you know, generally, if you do what I'm doing here, he's pretty easy to take down. It can take a while, like it is right now, and I'm running out of things to say about it. But, you know, you should be good. Come on, Robotnik. Or Eggman. Whatever you prefer. He's always been Eggman in Japan. But obviously, because he sounded less threatening as Eggman, they sort of changed it here. Finally! Jeez. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to walk away from. Couldn't jump through there. Please end already! There we go! He's been defeated. And actually, if you hit the boss twice on the last hit, the hit counter will reset to like 255. So you have to hit them another 255 times in order to win, and that's a very daunting task. It's almost impossible to do, but it is possible if you get the right combinations. So with that, get a few more flowers in the ending. That's all the Chaos Emeralds serve. And we get a final score of 383,500 something. I wasn't able to read that in time. But yeah, that's Sonic 1. Sonic 1 defeated. It's done. We have played through it. Oh my god. So while this is going on, I'm not going to talk too much about Sonic's legacy. That can be saved for another video, but I want you guys to, I would like some feedback on this. This is my first Let's Play ever, and I'm thinking about making Let's Plays the main focus of my channel, even though I'm a shitty gamer and I'm not actually able to beat a lot of games. But, I mean, I had fun with this, and I want to know if you guys would like to see more. I'm planning on doing Sonic 2 and 3 Knuckles at least. But, you know, I'm gonna try to have a co-commentator here because I may not have sounded like it, but I was actually pretty nervous about doing this, you know, all by myself. And I think with a co-commentator with me, I would sound a lot better, and there would, you know, be a lot more room for conversation, you know, that I wouldn't be struggling to think of something to say all the time like I was here. But yeah, I'm actually kind of happy that I did better than expected, in my opinion. I did better than I thought it was going to be. And I think that's very good. That's something you want to do in Let's Plays, in my opinion. And for a first try, I don't know. So, guys, you know, let me know what you think about this, whether you want me to do this in the future, after the classic Sonic games. I've been Skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.